Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, we are going to solve something very specific. We are going to use the newer nylon eyelet reducers with the older style aluminum washers. And here's why. So these aluminum washers are pretty easy. You see, the number of parts are just 2 washers. But these eyelets are a pain to fit in. Now these are really easy to fit into the shock, but you do have a lot more hardware. It's not a big deal to put it on, but usually if you're not using a bike stand, you almost always will drop a washer and start fiddling with them. So I want to combine the best of both worlds. I use the nylon eyelet reducers with the aluminum washers. So now this is going to be the setup. But it's not that easy because you see, these eyelets are always flush with the shock body, but these have a little shoulder that protrudes out. So I need to first take something over here to match this width. That way it is sitting flush, and then match the rest of the width, fits the distance between my shock mounts. And here's how I did it. So I first made measurements on how the washer should be, and then started making markings so I could start cutting. And here's the lathe setup. It's a old Waltham Machine Works with a treadle wheel. It's manual powered, obviously. I started doing the inside shoulder cutting first to the desired 8 millimeters, and once I'm satisfied, I then move to the outside. Now you'll notice as this lathe is moving, there's barely any runoff, like the object doesn't wobble at all, even though it's a 100-year-old machine. Now once that is done on the outside, I thought I could remove most of the material with the angle grinder and do a final pass on the lathe. But aluminum is interesting, it just gunks up, especially if you are using high-speed cutters. That's the reason you don't see any sparks here. I even tried using a benchtop grinder, spraying water to cool everything down, but it just took a couple of seconds to gunk the whole wheel up. So I ended up coming back to the lathe, which meant I had to spend some quite time-consuming hours making slow passes until I reached the desired 2 mm outside width. Here you can see I'm doing micro passes until I have the desired width. Although it is quite satisfying just to see how the small chips fly away and then you get the desired product. Here I'm adding a taper both on the outside as well as the inside, just so I don't have any sharp edges. Now once that is done, I essentially repeated the whole process onto all 4 washers, starting on the inside. Once I have the inside shoulder to the measurement, moving to the outside. Those little strings looks like pasta noodles, just white. Now I used a leather with an abrasive compound to do the final finishing until I could see my face, until I could see my neighbor's face as well, and all that stuff. And now with that polishing done, I just have 2 washers. That's it, 2 washers on each side, and I won't have to fiddle with the tiny washers and that eyelet reducers that come with it. So I was quite excited to see the finished product. And then obviously here I'm installing it back onto my bike. And that's how I used the newer nylon eyelet reducers with the older aluminum washers. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found it entertaining.